Hello guys, Alicia here, back with yet another League of Legends jungle commentary video featuring Lee Sin, the Blind Monk, as requested from some of you. This game is going to be rather hard here from the beginning because my friend which I duo-queued with, well, for a simple draft mode game, here has been drinking not one, not two, not three, but 4 beers and a bottle of wine, so that puts us on a bigger disadvantage right there. I start off at blue anyhow to be able to give it Nidalee faster than I would have if I would have started red, which probably most people would have done as Lee Sin. I got a fairly lousy pull from Nidalee, she kinda screwed up. That's my friend, by the way, a drunken Nidalee. Can you even imagine how that is to play with? We also have a Poppy at top. I don't really trust Poppy as a top laner or character overall. And here comes the first blood on my drunken little friend over here. Yeah, well, it's not much you can do with charm and then you get rooted by Maokai. Anyhow, the runes that I'm using on Lee Sin are 6 AD marks, 3 armor penetration marks, AD Quints, resistance glyphs and armor seals. Poppy seems to be doing fairly bad at top, so she borrows some of my jungle for some reason. I don't know why a top laner would do that. I'm a little bit frustrated because I can't really gank anywhere. Although I go up here to assist Poppy and hopefully I made sure she didn't die. I jump on her really high, she gets really low and I keep chasing her, and just when I'm about to get a position for a Q, the minions come in and she's safe. So that's unfortunate. I didn't want to risk my flash just to get one auto attack in and then get knocked back by Maokai. But since Maokai was being in top lane, I took advantage of that time and took their blue buff. I can't talk correct today. Time for a drink. Cheers everyone. I give blue to Nidalee as well. Nidalee is not doing too bad in middle for a drunken fellow. I go and take my red, so I'll be able to get these ganks going fairly easier, even though I don't do those ganks too much in this game. Anyway, you perhaps have noticed that I haven't recalled yet. That's because I'm saving for a Wriggles Lantern, which I'm buying right now. Because Lee Sin has such great mechanics, so he's able to take Dragon all alone at level 7. You could probably do it at level 6, but I don't want to risk it. So I jump in, I bought a pink ward as well, which I go and put there to make sure they haven't warded, so they won't suddenly come from out of nowhere, and well, I have no allies close, because I make a real bad call here, though. I have to point that out. I thought I would be able to go 1 versus 1 on Maokai because I underestimated his damage and he just, yeah. Pretty bad from my side. But hey, I got this dragon, so I'm not getting any credit for that though, from the team, which is, yeah, rather frustrated at me because I'm not ganking. But I start ganking, and when I eventually do that, when I'm down at bot lane, top lane complains at me, and when I'm top, bot lane complains at me. Or vice versa, I don't know what I just said, but here I actually go for a gank at top lane. I jump in on Poppy, slow Irelia, kick her back, waste my flash though. Poppy uses her ulti. She probably could have saved it for when we were under the tower, although she managed to get away. I just stick around to get those last auto attacks in to be able to kill her. And yay, kill secured. I make sure to take some last hits, meanwhile Poppy has gone elsewhere. I don't know where she went. She might as well could have recalled, in my opinion. Anyway, I haven't mentioned the masteries that I'm using. I'm using the masteries of... I went 9, 12, 9, if I'm not correct, so I'll be sort of a multitasker. A little bit of attack, a little bit of damage, and yeah. I go in, try to do something on Ezreal, unsuccessfully, unfortunately. And yeah, just take a few last hits, getting bashed by the bot lane for... They claimed that I pushed the lane while I merely took some last hits. You will see that this Draven isn't too fun to play with. Although, or well, he isn't too easy to play with, but I'm not the guy that bashes on people in the first place. I try to make them see things from my point of view before I tell them anything. I go in here to help Poppy because she's getting bashed by Aurelia. She just barely survives and I just finish off Aurelia, so... And even though I do these fairly good ganks for her, she... yeah... will lose that lane eventually. She just can't do anything versus Aurelia. Poppy is a really bad pick overall, in my opinion. She just doesn't do anything for the team. She's a really weird assassin. She's probably good at ganks and so, but the thing is she wouldn't really work in jungle, and which are the main person who should gank. And she can't really do anything on the lane phase. She gets bashed by everyone and she has really bad farming abilities, so... And there's lots of characters that does her job a lot better, so... I don't know why you would pick her. I stick around here to see where Maokai went. I run straight into one of his saplings here for some reason. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, I stick around. For a while, to wait. To be able to get a look on Ari. I get a kick in, kick her back, right into Nidalee Spear actually, and we're going to have a second look at this. You could say that spear throw had a little extra kick into it. Okay, so maybe that joke has been overused a little bit, but hey, okay. I hope you found it fairly amusing. Anyway, I go here, bot lane to scout a little bit for Sona, check for a blue buff, nothing's up. I go for the red buff, take that one down, fairly easy and quick. I go down here, bottom lane, to hopefully get a gank in, which I believe I do. I get my... No, I missed Sona with my Q. But I get in there, tank the turret for a little bit, so Draven will be able to get Sona down, and I jump in to give myself the kill on Ezreal. Whoop-de-doo. No blue buff yet, no dragon. Going back, recalling, buying a Hex Drinker, because they have a fairly high amount of magic damage on their team. I chase a very low health Nidalee here, and Aurelia here, and boom, a Nidalee Spear from nowhere. I chase after Maokai, who runs away. I run into the brush. He thinks that I'm running away from him. I jump after, slow him. Nidalee is there, I'm there. He's pretty much dead. Although that Ahri from middle lane is very fed. There comes the Ezreal ult to get us even lower, and she just wrecks right through us like a furry wrecking ball or something. I don't know. And we're at a bit of a disadvantage here. We're losing every lane, basically. Even though it looked like bottom lane might have had the advantage when I was there, they were actually performing rather bad, and Syra is completely horrible at putting out wards. So we try for a team push in middle lane, and we're kinda discussing and arguing about what we should do here actually. If I remember correctly, I give Draven the red buff. he steals my jungle as a thanks, and we just keep poking here at each other, back and forth, having quite a standoff actually. It's quite boring, these things, I mean, I hate doing those. Anyway, Zyra goes in a little bit too far. Maokai jumps in on him. We shouldn't have been here at all. Zyra absolutely shouldn't have been our frontline Panzer guy, which, yeah, it's just terrible. This Draven gets killed as well. I try to use my ultimate to get them back further, jumping away towards Nidalee, trying to escape. And eventually they just catch up with me as well, and I can't really do anything to escape, so I die as well. Sadly. While I've done some good ganks this game, this is still looking fairly dark for us. They got Baron now, after that little team fight. It was more like a team gank on our team. I tried to give blue to Nidalee. Draven is being an asshole and steals it from her. The drunken Nidalee gets a quite upset attitude and just completely raged at Draven in chat. Poppy starts to chase Maokai up there in the corner for some reason, and there comes Irelia and Ari just to meet up with them. I take a little talk with Ezreal over here, who jumps into his allies. We can't do anything right now. Their team is so fed right now, and they have Baron, and our team just performs so bad. So we eventually just surrender and loses the game. Even though, in my opinion, I didn't play that bad. I did that bad call fighting Maokai. I still felt like I did the best I could, and I pretty much blame this on my team. Well, I hope you like this leasing commentary, and I hope you're satisfied with it, and I hope I will be too when I see the results of it. Anyway, thumbs up if you liked this video, and subscribe if you haven't seen me before and want to see more League of Legends commentaries. Let me know if you want me to do other League of Legends videos, like, I don't know, guides, and yeah, anything really. Give me suggestions. And I'll try to do my best. Until then, goodbye guys.